Hello and welcome. Today we are back with another Miniverse Honeydukes. We started off with 6. We've already done 2 of these, so now we're fixing to go on to our next one. So let's just pick one out here. Doesn't really matter which they are, I don't guess. And we are going to get started. So if you've not been watching this series, we are doing 1 per video. So we are trying to go through and get at least 6, hopefully. So we are going to see what this one has. So these have the little tear strips, but if you've been watching my videos, you will know that we don't have a lot of luck with tear strips. Some people have a very satisfying pull from theirs, and I just never really seem to get that. Undo this. Okay. So I think at the top, see a little box over here. Doesn't mean anything to me. I don't see anything on it other than it just looks like it says Honeydukes right there. Okay, so if you've not seen these little capsules actually end up making into a cute little Honeydukes candy dish. And so I love these. Like, if you haven't seen my other ones, I took the capsules from the potions that we've done and I used them to put dry ingredients in for like herbology. And so they are on my herbology shelf. So we're going to put the bottom of it together with that little piece, and that makes the stand. And then this is the lid. This other little clear plastic piece is just the little top. So when you get through, you have this adorable little candy container. Now, I know that you're supposed to display these in here. So they give you these pieces, and they want you to put it in here to display your Honeydukes set. I know that. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to use these to put candy in them. And so I could use these on desks. You can use them in your kitchen. You can use them on your Honeydukes shelf, whatever you want. But I think these are so cute, and I will definitely utilize these for candy or making something for my Honeydukes shelf. So that's what I'm going to do with them. But you definitely can display your finished products in them. The only thing that I don't like about it is it's kind of, it's not clear. It's kind of a frosted color. So anything that you put in here, you really can't see it that great. So I like to just display whatever we end up with just out on the shelf. And I'm going to use this for candy. So I'm going to move all this to the side because I'm not going to need it. We have all these bags in here. They don't say anything on them, so we don't know what we're getting in any of this stuff. So let's just go ahead and start opening packages. We've got gold tweezers. We've got a paintbrush and a spoon. Oh goodness, we had a paintbrush and another one already. So, and it looks like this is our resin and it's opened again. So if you watched one of the other videos, you'll know that we had resin spill out in another one. This one just says candy glaze on the side. So this little bag it came in, I'm just going to set it on there to keep it from getting resin everywhere. The potion ones, the little seal on the top of the cauldrons that has your resin in it is so hard to open. It was a pain. These, we've already had 2 of them that were spilled. So this is the green bag. It just says deco, or yeah, it says deco stickers on this. I'm gonna assume we have the candy skulls because I don't know what else you would need the stickers for. And then this is dusting sugar, and I have some of that on my hands already, so I'm gonna guess that might have opened a little bit too. And then we have this little display set. That's cute. You can keep these kind of little papers, like if you want to possibly do any kind of like scrapbooking or possibly use them for something later on. You can't really use these bags because you tear them. You can't really use those bags because you tear them. So I just throw the bags away, but then I do keep the papers sometimes. This tells you how to put the display together, and it tells you like not to eat anything, and it gives you the warnings and all that. So if you have not used this, if you have not done one of these, then you might want to read that first. I recommend it anyway. This is the book that came with it. It says there's 15 to collect. So you can get chocolate frogs, the bonbons, birdie bots, the jelly slugs, cauldron cakes, sugar quills, ice mice, fizzing whizbee, sugar skulls, the jelly snakes, licorice snaps, and the candy skeletons. And then these are the surprise ones that we're going to be able to get later. This is what makes 15. This to me looks like a pumpkin juice bottle. This to me looks like one of the Honeydukes displays that has the lollipops in it. I have no idea what this one is. So if you think you might know what it is, leave us a comment and let us know. And it says we did get the sugaring skulls. So these are the instructions on how to make it. This is everything you have in your package. So make sure you get all that out before you throw anything away. And then these are your instructions on making it happen. We got this cute little Honeydukes box. And it does say sugaring skulls on the outside of it. Trying to open these boxes. If these boxes do not open for you easily without possibly tearing them, you can open these from the bottom to get your stuff out. Oh, and we do have 5 little skulls in here. They're heavy. They're cute. And we'll close it back up just like it's new. I am going to have my directions because I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. So it looks like we are going to use these stickers and put them on the skulls. It says to use your tweezers to take the stickers off. I don't find that sometimes this stuff is very easy to use, so I'm not sure. And then it says after we put the stickers on these that we are going to coat these with resin. So let's just pull a few. I'm going to try to use these with my fingers first before I actually start doing anything else. So it says for the eyes to use these little like round ones and then put the stones in them. So we're going to attempt to do that with our fingers. Interesting. Okay. So one thing I'm finding is you put these on, but then there is a top piece that I guess is supposed to come off. So hold on. I think they kind of go on like tattoos. So let me try to take those parts off. They do. Okay, so you put the piece on there. You push it down real good to get it to stick, the color part. Then you lift the clear piece back off. And then that's what is making it stay, it appears. Because now the little clear pieces are coming off and I don't have all the bubbles in it, so perfect. Okay, just know that when you put these on here and you push them down, there's no pulling them back up as they are sticking on there and staying. Not as hard as what I thought it was going to be to start with, so that's good. Okay, so this is like what we kind of have to start with. I just have my areas around the eyes and eyebrows on here. It says not to put your gemstones in here until after you've coated it with your resin. So we're definitely not going to do that yet. Eyelash looking pieces. I'm not super familiar with the parts and pieces of sugar skulls. Ooh, I don't know that I can even get these underneath there. There's just very little room. I mean, the thought is there, but I don't know if I can get it to do that. I wonder if I can just turn these into teeth. Maybe I can. I think I can. I think I can turn those into teeth. Okay. Okay, so what was supposed to be like under the eye, I just made them into teeth. And it worked. It's fine. I mean, these are yours, so you can definitely do them however you want. But they're interesting, to say the least. And you can definitely keep going. You can add little hearts or whatever you want to them. Don't think there's any real rhyme or reason to these. I think it's just kind of like whatever you want it to look like. And I think it's mainly just to make sure that you have like some decorations on them. I don't know. If you know any specifics about sugar skulls, leave a comment and let us know. So I just added a little heart to the top also. I think I'm just going to leave that one like that for now. Work on some of these other ones. I really thought this would take a long time to do, and I know if you wanted to, you could spend hours on these, just decorating them however you wanted to decorate them, for sure. Now I could see how pressing down with this little spoon would be a good thing to make sure that they're on there. I do have pretty thick fingernails though, so I'm just using my fingernails. I think you can pretty much do it however you want to. And there are so many different options on here that you can use for like eyebrows or like just little head decorations. So I have been to Honeydukes many times, and one of the things I don't remember in there are the sugaring skulls. I just don't remember seeing them. I feel like they should be in there, and I'll have to go back and look at some of my photos and videos from there. Some of the little overlay pieces are harder to get off than what they need to be, so be real careful about pushing those down too hard, because you may not be able to get them off. Here's the thing with these, you have to like cure them, let them dry and all that stuff, but once you do, I don't think you can put any more of the little decorations on it. So if this is something that you want to keep playing with, you may not want to put your resin on it for a while, because there's so many different stickers and stuff you can use. Okay, so I kind of messed this middle one up a little bit, so I'm trying to take it off. I think I can use some scissors to kind of scrape it off. You definitely can't just get it off though. So if you put one on there and you don't like the placement, you can't reuse it. So it's just something to know. Okay, I think I may do those little pieces that are, I think, supposed to actually go under the eyes, and do them as teeth again, because I just think those are so cute as teeth. Maybe they really are teeth. If you know, leave a comment. I think they work great as teeth. Oh my, I could spend hours doing this stuff. We have 2 of them with decorations. We need to end up with 5. Okay, so let's keep going. I want to use some hearts on these eyes, I think, instead of the round designs, possibly. I don't think I like the hearts as much. Might like it better when it's done, but I didn't do them straight up and down because I just feel like the little cheekbones are, like, I don't think it's quite big enough to do them straight up and down. I may do a little tiny heart in the middle. This one. I definitely don't have a lot of decorations on these. I feel like you could just go wild with them. This one to me may actually be one of the better ones to do, because you can be so creative. And they definitely have the resin for you to use, but I don't know that you have to use the resin on these. kind of like the little licorice. I don't know that you have to. I don't know that we really had to do the licorice on those licorice snaps, like the coating on them. I feel like that just made more of a mess than just leaving it. So I'm kind of thinking that, you know, we could have just not done the resin. And that's kind of what I'm thinking on this. I mean, I get what it's going to do. It's going to make them shiny, make it all, you know, a little bit cooler looking or prettier looking or whatever. But again, I don't know that you have to do it. I don't know that I'm going to add any more to this one. I feel like it has enough color on it by doing the big pieces around the eyes. Okay, last one. So we have some little different eye pieces here. So I'll do those. I think I may be a little more, like, not perfectionist, but being a little more careful with them than what probably most people will do. Just because I'm trying to get stuff to be like even and look accurate and stuff. But I don't know that it's really going to anyway. So I'm just going through and just kind of picking and choosing different options, which is what they want you to do. And I'm not really doing this on the box right now just because this is something that I particularly have to have kind of in front of me to be able to do. I don't know that I could sit this down and work on it. I think I'm going to do the big heart in the middle of this one. Middle of the eyebrows on this one. I do like how those little pieces have been going for teeth. So I'm going to put teeth on this one. So this is the way this one turned out. Like I said, there are so many different pieces that you can put on these. Like, I feel like you could just completely cover the faces because you have all these stickers still. You could just keep going and going and going. But I think I'm going to leave mine like that for the sake of the video and to actually get this done today. I'm going to just close that up and put that back over here. Okay, so now it shows that it wants us to take our resin, which is open. So I'm going to just kind of try to hold on to it with this. I'm not putting it everywhere. So we shall not eat it. And I'm going to try to unscrew the top of this. Now, it's just clear inside here. And of course, ours spilled out. Thankfully, these packages are pretty thick, so it kind of keeps it from making too big of a mess. I'm not going to be able to sit that up there because that's not going to have a balance, and I've got to be able to put our sugar, our dusting sugar, so took the little plastic off of the dusting sugar. We're going to pop this little piece on top of there and then screw it on real good. And then it says for us to pour this in here. So this is kind of hard to get this stuff in here, but I'm not going to do too terribly much of it. You can do as little or as much as you want, and I think that's plenty. That is about half that bottle. So now we're going to take our spoon, we're going to stir that up. Now, I like to keep these little containers, like the ones that say cake icing and like this little sugar coating, all this stuff. I like to keep these little containers. I keep the little cauldrons and all that. So I'll clean these up as best as I can. And then just seal them back up. Okay, so that is what we have. Just give it a silver color. And we have our paintbrush, and it wants us to paint these. It's truly showing that it's just going over the top of the head, not over the whole thing. Interesting. Okay. I am going to attempt to use my tweezers to hold these. I did find with cupcakes that it was a lot easier to hold them with the tweezers, and you can on this one too. Okay. So then it looks like they just put this over the top of this, not over the whole thing. I'm not sure. Nope, just shows over the top of the head. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to put it over the top. Okay. I'm actually going to use the power of the sun for mine to dry. So I'm going to just put them on top of the little green table and use that to put in the sun. I just put mine in the windowsill. Let them dry inside. Okay. So it looks like it wants you to put them on the forehead and just around the tops. Let's see that my little mouth is not stuck on that one all the way. There. Okay. So I'm just going over just above the eye socket. I am actually going on the stickers, just above the eye socket, and then just kind of on the head. And I'm just getting one good dip of it. That's really all you need to be able to cover this much of it. Well, that one I used too. But really, that's probably too much. Here's the thing with this, though. You can let this dry, and then you can put another coat on it if you want to. So less is more, because it'll dry faster. I'm saying that now after I did too much on that one. And I should have learned from the licorice snaps. I learned. I just didn't do it. But I'm just putting this up there. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of touch up some of these because it does look like some of it is going down a little too far in some spots. So I'm just going to kind of shift this resin around a little bit. Okay. So now we're going to, like I said, use the power of the sun to dry these. But so far, this is what they are looking like. So now we're back with our little skulls, and we have these little stones to put into their eyes. So we have purple and pink. I have thinking these are going to be kind of hard to I think these are going to kind of be a little difficult because they're so tiny. So I again am using tweezers just because I feel like I can hold the head a better. Oh, you almost need two sets of tweezers. To me, is one of those things that's easier said than done. They're just so tiny. It's hard to, one, it's hard to hold on to them. Two, it is hard to get them where you want them to be. Okay. They have eyes. That one does. I don't know about these. Okay, the tweezers may be a little bit easier to work with on this part. If you can just get it to kind of stick on there upside down. You end up with exactly the number of stones you need for the eyes. So you can't lose one for sure. You definitely want to make sure you are working over a table and nothing gets lost. Now these, you can move these little stones around a little bit, which is good for me for sure. I have a little bit of resin on this tabletop, and it is kind of, but my resin's not completely dry as I'm trying to do these videos. I'm usually in a hurry. I usually don't get everything completely dried, and then I put it in the window and just leave it overnight and get it out the next day. Like all the stuff that you've seen me do, as I finish it, I just put it back in the windowsill. I've not found a UV light that truly will dry these in 5 to 10 minutes. I don't have the MGA light. Does anybody have it? If you do, let me know if it's one that will actually dry these in like 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, if that's the case, and it does, then I could definitely order it from them. Here's another thing that I've noticed. Like Walmart, Target, all these places that are selling these, they sell them, but have you noticed they don't have the UV lights in store? Like they have ones that are like for nails and stuff like that, but I tried one of those and it didn't work, which it said it was not, it was a UV LED is what it said, but I couldn't get it to dry. So yeah, like I feel like Walmart, Target, that you need to be selling the lights for people to be able to do these. Because if we don't have lights to do them, can't finish them, especially the ones like, I believe like the ice mice, the sugar quills, all those. I think you're gonna have to be able to draw them fairly quick to be able to continue forward. Yeah. So this is what we ended up with. Our little sugar skulls. I think they're cute. I had fun doing these for my eyes so y'all can see. I had fun doing these. I would do these again. I think they're great. I actually have more stickers and stuff that I could put on these still if I wanted to. I have enjoyed this one more than I've enjoyed several of the other ones. So, yeah. So, do you have these? Did you get these? Are you looking for these? Leave a comment and let us know. And with that being said, have a wonderful day. And remember, we love you.